We need a change, y'all. Do you believe it? I feel a change coming on, can you see it? You know we need a change, do you receive it? Do something different, that change you can be it. We need a change, y'all. Do you believe it? I feel a change coming on, can you see it? You know we need a change, do you receive it? Do something different, that change you can be it. We don't talk.
Throughout my career, two things that I've noticed are really helpful to sustainably develop diversity initiatives: power and influence. Now, let me tell you why. Most people who are brought into organizations to work on diversity usually are people of influence. Now, this is what influence normally looks like. These are people who can probably teach workshops, teach sessions, good at relationship development, maybe good at communicating like a vision or an idea, good at developing a good reputation. And so they come in and they're really doing a good job trying to get people to buy into this vision. But they spend a lot of time trying to get people to buy into this vision. Now let's talk about people with power. And keep in mind, remember, just my insight. People with power. People with power are usually the folks who probably rose up through the ranks of the organization, or organizations like that one. Those are people who probably have the institutional knowledge behind how things work there. They control the budgets. These are people who have decision-making power. These are people that probably, by them writing with their pen, they set the tone or the vision or the trajectory of the organization. They really have the power. Now, they also can have influence as well, obviously. But if the person with influence doesn't have access to a budget, and if the person with influence needs help all the time getting people to come to different functions, then what you have is a person who keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Look at the time that's being wasted, and that's not adequately being used. So what I want to say is, in order to sustainably develop diversity initiatives, you need both power and influence. See, the people with power are really critical in developing sustainable diversity programs. And the reason is because when you're going to be developing it, or when you're doing it, you're going to be thinking about, how do we make this institutional? You understand how this whole operation goes. You understand how it works. So, and then you know what the money is looking like. You know what stakeholders are thinking. You know who we have in the organization. You make the decisions who to hire, who to fire. So you have the respect, hopefully, of your organization. So when it's time to do something, to get something done, if the person with influence who has no power is doing the talking, they're just working themselves like crazy. But when you have power and influence, you can work together, and that means that the person with power is getting advice from the person with influence. The person with power is partnering with the person of influence. And what's also happening is, the more you do this work and work within your organization, you learn the organization in a different way, and you also learn yourself. So, two things that I feel are needed again: power and influence. And in order to do this thing well, do this thing called diversity well, you gotta have both.
I feel a change coming on, can you see it? You know we need a change, do you receive it? Do something different, that change you can be it. We need a change, y'all. Do you believe it?